But we begin this afternoon with Detroit's police chief playing a direct role in helping a barricaded gunman surrender after a deadly shooting. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. I'm Glenda Lewis. The suspect peacefully turning himself in. He's accused of shooting and killing his neighbor over a package dispute. The Detroit police chief going into the home himself to talk with the alleged gunman, even bringing him out without any more shots fired. You can see them walking with the suspect right there. This all played out at a home on Robson Street near Joy Road on the west side. We do have team coverage. Simon Shaquette standing by, but we're going to begin with my 5 o'clock partner, Brian Abel, with the latest on how this all started. Brian.
Well, Glenda, Chief White said here earlier today that the high percent of the time that these kinds of situations end peacefully, they don't get the recognition. Well, that is not the case today, with the chief setting an example by negotiating with the alleged gunman face to face.
My understanding is that he's frustrated that no one has listened to him, and my commitment is I'm going to listen to him.
Detroit Police Chief James White did just that. The man holed up inside a home on the city's west side after killing a neighbor in the street, kicking off hours of negotiations.
We're looking to get you whatever support you need.
The barricaded man's nephew pleading for him to come out.
I got full confidence in the Detroit Police Department that they will do what's necessary to make sure that what processes need to be followed are followed. So, great leader in the department.
That leader, Chief White, trained in mental health counseling, going in the home himself to talk with the man.
And just listening to the sergeant tell him, Sergeant Wilson here, that today's a new day. It's already happened. Let's move forward. And then that's when he said, well, no one's listening. I want the chief to listen to me. And she said, Chief, he wants to talk to you. And that's what we did.
White's emerging from the home, walking and talking with the suspect, bringing the standoff to an end, and giving credit to his team. Thankful the resolution to this standoff was peaceful.
If for not, this negotiation team, in establishing that rapport and building that trust with him, he was prepared to take his own life and potentially shoot it out with us. He's going to have to deal with the obvious homicide, but he's going to get the stabilization that he needs from a mental health perspective. I feel pretty good. I feel like the Lions when they beat Chicago last week. So, all right, we needed this win.
So the chief grateful, but also giving his condolences. It should not be forgotten that a man lost his life when the situation started. And now there's more questions about the history between the alleged gunman and the victim. My colleague Simon Shaquette showing us how things escalated after initial trouble a year ago.
A young mother says the presence of gunfire and a SWAT team out here this morning startled her and her children. She was even more disturbed to learn this feud dated back a year. In a tense standoff here on Robson Street.
Over an Amazon package. That's just crazy. And then something from last year, like it's really crazy.
Kalia Sanders was stunned to find her street blocked off due to a barricaded gunman who shot and killed his neighbor this morning over an Amazon package. Police revealing the package mistakenly went to the neighbor's house and he may have refused to give it back.
I've seen some fist fights, but not to shoot nobody.
Are we becoming too accustomed to barricaded gunman standoffs?
I think we're coming too accustomed to gunshots, because you hear them and you don't think anything.
He was very upset about this Amazon package, and he has a tremendous number of guns.
As crisis negotiators stayed busy, we also learned from police that a prior misdemeanor assault by the gunman against that neighbor had already led to a 90-day jail sentence. That dispute over yet another package delivery and perceived lack of respect.
Neighbor trouble, a dispute of some sort that predates the incident here today, but our detectives are going to dig deeper into that.
Police tell us the gunman owns 9 handguns and other weapons. It's still unknown what other factors played a role, as families near Joy Road are left asking how this ongoing feud could have been resolved peacefully. So far, police have not released the name of the suspect nor the victim in this case, but they have said they are notifying the family of the victim of this loss. From Detroit's west side, Simon Shaquette, 7 Action News.
Simon, thank you. And Glenda, you heard Simon just mention there that there were multiple weapons in the house. Detroit police going into that home with a bomb squad to deal with them. Glenda.
All right, Brian, and thank goodness no more lives lost out there, even though it's a shame to even see one. We appreciate your update.